Assalamu alaikum, wonderful students. Today we will start with plant cell. अगर हम बात करें plant cell की तो plant cell is any type of cell that comes from an organism belonging to the kingdom Plantae. एक ऐसा organism जो kingdom Plantae से belong करता है उसके cell को हम plant cell कहते हैं. अगर हम बात करें plant में थोड़ी सी डिटेल में plant cells are eukaryotic cells or cells with a membrane bounded nucleus unlike prokaryotic cells. The DNA in a plant cell is housed within the nucleus. In addition to having a nucleus, plant cells also contain other membrane bounded organelles or tiny cellular structures that carry out specific functions. Necessary for normal cellular operations, organelles have a wide range of responsibilities that include everything from producing hormones and enzymes to providing energy for a plant cell. It means these all characteristics are of eukaryotic cells. There is a division of labor. Each cell organelle has to perform its specific function. Here is generalized structure of cell of plant. Parts of a plant and a plant cell, its functions. If we'll talk about first part, that is plasma membrane. Actually, plasma membrane is a thin semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane means it allows some materials to pass through it while uh, other materials are blocked by it. Means that कि इसकी मर्जी है, ये कुछ मटेरियल्स को तो अपने अंदर से इजीली पास होने देगी लेकिन कुछ मटेरियल्स को अपने अंदर से पास नहीं होने देती. ये क्या करती है? इट सराउंड द साइटोप्लाज्म ऑफ अ सेल इंक्लोजिंग इट्स कंटेंट्स. नेक्स्ट, cell wall. Cell wall is it surrounds the cell membrane, outer covering of the cell that protects the plant cell and give its shape. Next is chloroplast. What is chloroplast? The sites of photosynthesis in a plant cell where the process of photosynthesis takes place. Photo means light and synthesis means combine together, in which the water and carbon dioxide combines and form glucose and oxygen. They contain chlorophyll, a green pigment that absorbs energy from sunlight. Next is cytoplasm, again a gel-like substance within the cell membrane containing what is the composition of cytoplasm? It contains water, enzymes, salts, organelles, and various other molecules, organic molecules. Okay. What is mitochondria? Organelle for energy of cell, or it is also known as powerhouse of cell. Endoplasmic reticulum, which is also abbreviated as ER. Extensive network of membrane composed of both regions with ribosomes, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is actually the kind of endoplasmic reticulum in which on surface ribosomes are tiny structures are present which are specialized for protein synthesis, while in case of smooth endoplasmic reticulum these ribosomes are absent, so surface is smooth. Chromosomes are colored bodies actually. In eukaryotes, the nuclear chromosomes are packaged by proteins into a condensed structure called chromatin. This allows the very long DNA molecules to fit into the cell nucleus. Here is a question most of you ask, that how a DNA is fixed in a small cell nucleus. It is actually fixed in the form of chromosome, and chromosome is in the form of chromatin, thick condensed form of DNA. Chromosomes are even more condensed than chromatin and are an essential unit for cellular division. Here, cell, nucleus, chromosome, and DNA are very short sequence. What is nucleus? A nucleus is a membrane bound structure that contains the cell hereditary information. All the hereditary information of the cell is enclosed in the cell's nucleus. Here is the structure of nucleus, in which nucleus is present and nuclear pores are present. What is nucleus? A structure within the nucleus that helps in the synthesis of ribosomes. What are ribosomes? Ribosomes consisting of RNA and proteins. These are responsible for assembly of proteins, and actually the process of transcription translation are based on the ribosomes and DNA. What are vacuoles? Vacuole is the structure in plant cell that provides support and participates in variety of cellular functions. Actually, a large size vacuole is present in the middle of cell. Its function is storage, detoxification, protection, growth. It typically contains a large liquid filled vacuole when cell larges. What are the kinds of plant cell? As a plant matures, its cells become specialized in order to perform certain functions necessary for survival. Some plants synthesize and store organic products, while others have to transport nutrients throughout the plant. Some examples of specialized plant cells type include: what are the types? First of all, we'll talk about the parenchyma cells. These are not highly specialized cells to synthesize and store organic products in the plants. Actually, these are supporting tissues of the cell. Colon-gamma cells help to support plants, not restrain growth due to their lack of secondary walls. They don't have secondary walls, due to which they provide plants still elastic to grow, and the absence of hardening agents in their primary walls, and they don't have hardening agents in primary walls, while in sclerenchyma cells these hardening agents are present. Sportive functions are performed by the sclerenchyma cells. They have a hardening agent and more rigid. They provide a strength to the plant. What is the cells? Xylem and phloem. Phloem are for the purpose of conducting of food, while xylems for the transport of water materials and dissolved materials. Xylem also has spore functions in plant, but unlike collenchyma cells, they have a hardening agent and are much more rigid. Without rigidity, they will collapse in the cell. What are sieve tube members? Sieve tube members of phloem conduct organic nutrients such as sugar throughout the plant. What are phloems? Phloem, like xylem, is a complex tissue. There are also complex tissues. There are actually two types of conducting elements in phloem. However, sieve tube members provide this function in the majority of angiosperms. Unlike the tertiary elements in the xylem, phloem must be living in order to function. The tertiary elements in xylem are dead, while in phloem these are alive. Otherwise, they will not able to perform their function very well. The xylem is a complex tissue. There are two types of sclerenchyma conducting cells in the xylem: the tracheids and vessel elements. The term trachea element is sometimes referred to the cell types. Okay. Next, we'll talk about the structure of a plant cell, a simple and generalized structure. Humans, other living organisms, plants also have a cell which is in the form of a diagram that is explained here. This is a generalized structure of a plant cell. Uh, I'll try to present you. Okay, main parts of the plant cell. Uh, we have discussed briefly about them. Now we'll detail discussion begins. First of all is cytoplasm, second one is nucleus, third is cell membrane, fourth cell wall, fifth chromosome, sixth plasmodesmata, and seventh filamentous cytoskeleton. Above five are discussed in brief, while sixth and seventh point is to be discussed now. First of all, we talk about the cytoplasm. Jelly-like substance cell membrane में present है न्यूक्लियस के बाहर सेल वॉल के अंदर, ठीक है। कंपोनेंट्स हैं इसके अंदर, ऑर्गेनेलिज हैं लाइक माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, गोल्जी बॉडीज, राइबोसोम्स, एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम, लाइसोसोम्स, वैक्यूल्स, पेरोक्सिसोम्स। 80% इसके अंदर वाटर है और मोस्टली कलरलेस होता है। न्यूक्लियस मेम्ब्रेन ऑर्गेनेली है, इनक्लोज्ड होती है, मेम्ब्रेन में डबल मेम्ब्रेन होती है, न्यूक्लियस के अंदर न्यूक्लियर पोर्स होते हैं, न्यूक्लियोलाई होता है। उसके बाद सबसे बड़ी बात जो इसकी होती है, इसके अंदर सेल के मेजर फंक्शन ट्रांसक्रिप्शन ऑपरेट होती है, और इसकी जो मेन आप कह सकते हैं कि फंक्शन है इंटीग्रिटी ऑफ जीन्स को मेंटेन करना, इनकी एक्टिविटीज़ को कंट्रोल करना, ताकि जीन एक्सप्रेशन को रेगुलेट किया जाए। और जीन एक्सप्रेशन किस फॉर्म में रेगुलेट किया जाता है? इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सेंट्रल डॉग्मा। द प्रोसेस ऑफ ट्रांसक्रिप्शन एंड ट्रांसलेशन आर कलेक्टिवली नोन एज सेंट्रल डॉग्मा. And there are nuclear ports that regulate the transport of nucleus materials across the nuclear envelope. Spherical nucleus होता है अमूमन. This is the structure of nucleus. Here are specialized that nuclear pores are present, nucleus is present, and nuclear envelope. Next is cell membrane. Actually, I have already told you that cell membrane is an additional layer that is present in only cell of a plant. The cytoplasm and the nucleus and other parts of the cell are enclosed within the cell membrane. It might made up of chitin, it might made up of cellulose in case of plant cell, and chitin in case of any kind of fungi or algae, or you can say small arthropods. It will provide the strength and rigidity to the plant and will help to maintain the shape of the plant. Also, it will not a membrane that you can say that it allows it actually have a ports through which any kind of material can pass. Cell wall is a tough, flexible, and sometimes fairly rigid cell. Cell membrane, that was cell membrane, and I was talking about cell wall. Its cell membrane actually is a semi permeable membrane that will allow some materials to pass through it, while few materials that are not lipid soluble mostly don't pass through it. Here are the phenomena of diffusion, active transport, passive transport, osmosis, all the phenomena that operate inside the cell membrane due to its transporting ability. Okay, what are the plasmodesmata? Actually, plasmodesmata are microscopic channels which allow molecules to travel between plant cells. You can say that these are the connections in the cell walls of two conjacent or adjacent cells that will help to regulate or transport the materials of the cell from one cell to other. Neighboring plants are surrounded by a pair of cell walls forming an extracellular domain. Domain is actually the region that is covered by or occupied by something that is present anywhere else. Apoplast, symplast, and vacuolar pathways are present actually to transport the material from one cell to other. Okay, here are the few expressions: cell wall, cytoplasm, and vacuole, which actually want here to explore you the plasmodesmata, the connection between the cell and apoplastic pathway that is through the cell walls, symplastic pathway that is through the cytoplasm, and vacuolar pathway through the vacuoles that are present in the middle of cell. What are filamentous cytoskeleton? If the term cytoskeleton comes in our side, cyto means cell and skeleton mean the basic framework, basic order of the cell through which a cell maintains its proper shape. The filamentous cytoskeleton is a network of fibers composed of proteins contained within the cell cytoplasm. It is a dynamic structure, parts of which are constantly destroyed, renewed, or newly constructed. It means that with the passage of time, it will changes its shapes, will grow, और समटाइम्स ऐसा होता है जैसे हम लोग कहते हैं कि हमें कोई इंजरी फेस करनी पड़ती है, तो उसके रिजल्ट में क्या होता है कि हमारी अगर फॉर एग्जांपल बोन फ्रैक्चर या कोई भी ऐसा केस होता है, तो हमारी बोन्स रीग्रो करती हैं। इसी तरह अगर हम एक सेल का साइटोस्केलेटन पार्शली डैमेज करते हैं, इट विल रिकवर। लेकिन अगर हम उसको कंप्लीटली डैमेज करते हैं तो रिकवरी के चांसेस बहुत कम हो जाते हैं। इसका काम क्या है? इट इज इन्वॉल्व इन द डिवीजन ऑफ मदर सेल इनटू टू डॉटर सेल्स। द फंक्शनिंग विद दिस साइटोस्केलेटन कैन परफॉर्म डिपेंड्स ऑन द टाइप ऑफ सेल एंड द ऑर्गेनिज्म। It will give the cell shape, mechanical resistance to deformation. D means change, formation means actual form. Form में change हो जाना, destroy हो जाना, stabilize करता है tissues को, actively contract करता है, और cells को migrate करने में help करता है, और chromosomes को divide करने में help करता है. Filamentous cytoskeleton is shown in diagram. Here are few examples, few structures that are elaborated. A complete compound microscopic structure of cell wall or plant cell. Complete plant cell structure. This is also a compound microscopic structure that will elaborate you completely about the parts of cell. Cell wall, tough, flexible, located outside the cell membrane. Support and protection is its function. It also acts as a filtering mechanism. Major functioning क्या है? Maintaining, determining cell shape, mechanical strength provide करती है, natural product है that is used in plants से हम use करते हैं पेपर बनाने के लिए, टेक्सटाइल फाइबर्स बनाने के लिए, कॉटन, फ्लैक्स, हेम्प, अदर्स, चारकोल बनाने के लिए, लंबर के लिए, वुड प्रोडक्ट्स ऑब्टेन करने के लिए, अदर क्या यूजेस हो सकते हैं? पॉलीसेकेराइड्स एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं, प्लास्टिक्स को बनाने के लिए यूज होती है, फिल्म्स, कोटिंग्स, एडहेसिव्स, जेल्स एंड थिकनिंग इन अ ह्यूज वैरायटी ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स। सेल वॉल के इसके अलावा क्या पर्पसेस हो सकते हैं? ये प्रेशर वेसल के तौर पे एक्ट करती है ताकि सेल को ओवर एक्सपेंशन या ओवर श्रिंकेज से बचा सके, सेल शेप को प्रॉपरली मेंटेन करने का काम करती है, और जो है स्पीशी टू स्पीशी वेरी भी करती है। प्रॉपर्टीज क्या होती हैं? रिजिडिटी, स्ट्रेंथ, प्रोटेक्शन ऑफर करती है, लार्ज मॉलिक्यूल्स को एंटर होने से बचाती है सेल को। Permeability in the sense it will permeable few materials in the which the cracks that appear in cell wall only allow the few materials to pass through it while other toxic materials stay outside. The primary cell wall of most plant cell is semi-permeable and permits the passage of small molecules and small proteins with size exclusion estimated to be 30 to 60 kDa. Actually, it is a unit. Key nutrients, especially water and carbon dioxide, are distributed. The pH is an important factor governing the transport of molecules through the cell wall. Actually, pH determines which molecules to be entered in cell wall and which molecules are to be exhaled from the cell. Plant cell walls. Actually, the plant cells have sufficient tensile strength to withstand internal osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure is the pressure that is actually due to the difference in solute potential of the cell. Atmospheric pressure that results from the differences in solute concentration between the cell interior and external water. Plant cell vary from 0.1 to 10 micrometer in thickness. It's actually the thickness of plant cell wall. If we'll talk about the composition, xylem 20 to 35%, that is a hemicellulose. Lignin 10 to 25%, फेनोलिक पॉलीमर है ये हमें जो कि पेनिट्रेट करता है इन द स्पेसेस ऑफ सेल वॉल बिटवीन सेलुलोज हेमिसेलुलोज एंड पेक्टिन कंपोनेंट्स. और इसका फंक्शन क्या है? इट विल ड्राइव आउट वाटर एंड स्ट्रेंथ द वॉल. Composed of three layers, the primary cell wall, the middle lamella, and the secondary cell wall. If we'll talk about the primary cell wall, the primary wall of and middle lamella account for most of the apoplast in growing tissue. Apoplast, I had also talked first, it is the pathway for exchange of materials. The symplast is another unique feature of plant tissue. This self-contagious phase exists because tube-like structures known as plasmodesmata connect the cytoplasm of different cells. In the figure, this whole phenomenon is elaborated. The cell wall of Arabidopsis thaliana, a plant, transmission electron micrograph that is shown in the diagram. सेल वॉल को हम अदर टर्मिनोलॉजीज में गेट कीपर कह सकते हैं. हम कह सकते हैं इट इज द स्ट्रक्चर दैट प्रोवाइड्स द शेप एंड रिजिडिटी. इट हैज द cytoplasmic connections. We can say that it has the plasmodesmata. Nutrients एंटर होते हैं स्मॉल होल्स के थ्रू. ठीक है. द स्मॉल होल्स कैन काज द सेल टू लूज वाटर and this is when the plant will start to droop. But as soon as the plant can get a drink, it will back up to its proper shape. Composition of plant cell wall, again same things that we had discussed earlier. In the primary plant cell wall, the major carbohydrates are celluloses, hemicelluloses, and pectins. The outer part of the primary cell wall of the plant cell wall is made up of wax and cutin and is known as plant cuticle. Plant cuticle, actually cuticle is the outer thick layer that will protect plant from dehydration or excess loss of water in case of uh, dryness. The secondary cell wall contains cellulose, xylin, lignin, and one type of hemicellulose. प्राइमरी वॉल कंपोजिशन एंड आर्किटेक्चर. अगर हम बात करें प्राइमरी वॉल के कंपोजिशन की, तो हमारे पास ये प्रिडोमिनेटली कंपोज्ड होती है लेसर अमाउंट ऑफ स्ट्रक्चरल glycoproteins, phenolic esters, ionically and covalently bounded minerals, calcium and boron, and enzymes. The major polysaccharides in the primary wall are cellulose, that is 1,4 linked beta D glucose, hemicellulose is xyloglucan, 1,4 linked beta D hexosyl residues, pectin, 1,4 linked alpha D galactouronic acid. If we'll talk about the covalently cross-linked model of the cell membrane, then we'll say that Peter Albersheim and colleagues in 1973 proposed that the wall matrix polymers, which are the wall matrix polymers, xyloglucan, pectin, and glycoproteins, are covalently linked to one another. The binding of xyloglucan to cellulose microfibrils results in a non-covalently cross-linked cellulose hemicellulose network that gives the cell wall tensile strength. This model has been questioned because of the lack of evidence for the existence of covalent linkage between xyloglucan, pectin, and glycoprotein. Here are few keys to structure shown in the cell wall model. Cellulose microfibrils are explained or exhibited in pectic matrix form. Structural protein is exhibited in this diagram. H bonded xyloglucan plus covalent linker protein is shown. Hydrogen bonded xyloglucan is shown. Hydrogen bonded xyloglucan tether is shown, and loosely bonded xyloglucan is shown in the diagram. What are the stratified layer models? Stratified means a layer that is not smooth. They have some ups and downs. Xyloglucan molecules are hydrogen bonded to and cross-linked cellulose microfibrils. The cellulose xyloglucan lamellae are separated by strata of pectic polysaccharides. Okay, what is the tether model? The tether model shows that the xyloglucan molecules are hydrogen bonded to the cross-linked cellulose microfibrils. The cellulose xyloglucan network is enmeshed in a non-covalently cross-linked pectic end network. Clear? Next is the diffuse layer model. Xyloglucan molecules are hydrogen bonded to the surface of cellulose microfibrils but do not directly cross link them. There is no direct cross linkage between them. The tightly bound xyloglucan is surrounded by a layer of less tightly bound polysaccharides. The cellulose and xyloglucan are embedded in a pectic matrix as elaborated in diagram. Here is the diagram that exhibits these three models. Cellulose microfibrils are synthesized at the plasma membrane. Here is the phenomena that will elaborate how the cellulose microfibrils are synthesized. This is the 3D model that will exhibit the shape. Middle lamella. What is the middle lamella? It is the first layer formed during cell division. This layer is rich in proteins. It is the outermost layer, joins together adjacent plant cells and holds them together. What is primary cell wall and what is secondary cell wall? Primary cell wall in it is formed after the middle lamella. It is composed of pectin compounds, hemicelluloses, and glycoproteins. While the secondary cell wall is a thick layer formed inside the primary cell wall, it is extremely rigid and provides strength. It is composed of celluloses, hemicelluloses, and lignin. Here is a plant cell wall. Epidermis, cortex, phloem fibers, and pith regions are exhibited in this diagram. Varied architecture, stained tissues are taken that will show here appearance and composition. Very indifferent cells, e.g. cell wall of parenchyma of pith and cortex is thin. The epidermal cells, collenchyma, phloem fibers, xylem, trachea elements, and other forms of sclerenchyma cells have thicker multi-layered walls. Individual cell vary, e.g., stomatophores. Here are few structures that are exhibited in diagrams. Secondary walls are the cell walls that form after cell growth has ceased. It means that secondary walls formed when the plant has ceased to grow. These are strengthened by lignin. The much thicker and stronger secondary wall, which accounts for most of the carbohydrate in biomass, is deposited once the cell has ceased to grow. It means it will increase the thickness of a plant. The secondary wall of xylem fibers, tracheids, and scleroids are further strengthened by the incorporation of lignin. The secondary walls of woody tissues and grasses are composed predominantly of cellulose, lignin, and hemicelluloses. Middle lamella. It is high in pectin, contains different proteins compared with the bulk of the wall. Here is the structure. Look at this diagram. Here the secondary wall S3 is exhibited in the top, while secondary wall S2 is in the mid. middle and secondary wall, that is S1, is between them. Primary wall and then middle lamella. And these regions are exhibited in a diagram that is a cross section actually. हाँ जी, स्ट्रक्चरल कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ प्लांट सेल वॉल। अगर हम बात करें सेलुलोज की, तो एग्जांपल्स हैं इसके माइक्रोफिब्रल्स ऑफ 1,4 बीटा डी ग्लाइकन ग्लूकन। अगर हम मैट्रिक्स पॉलीसेकेराइड्स की बात करें पेक्टिन की, तो हमारे पास एग्जांपल्स हैं होमोग्लैक्टोयूरो ग्लैक्टोरोनान, रेमनोग्लैक्टोट्रोनॉन, रेबिनान, ग्लैक्टैन। फिर अगर हम हेमिसेलुलोसिस की बात करें, तो हमारे पास आते हैं जाइलोग्लूकन, जाइलन, ग्लूकोमनान, अरेबिनोजाइलन एंड कैलोस। 1,3 बीटा डी ग्लूकन, 1,3 to 1,4 बीटा डी ग्लूकन ग्रासेस के केस में जस्ट। This is a 3D model that will exhibit the microfibril synthesis and the plasma membrane. Matrix polymers are synthesized in the Golgi and stretched in vesicles. The enzymes responsible for synthesis are sugar nucleotide polysaccharide glucosyl transferases transfer monosaccharides from sugar nucleotides to the growing end of the polysaccharide chain. जब पोलीसेक्राइड चेन जो कि इसका ग्रोइंग एंड है उस पर न्यूक्लियोटाइड यूनिट लगेगा शुगर का, तो हमारे पास सिंथेसिस होगी एक चेन की जो कि बनाएगी अ क्रिस्टलाइन माइक्रोफिब्रल. The matrix polysaccharides are much less ordered and are often described as amorphous. Amorphous means they don't have a specific shape. Here is a structure or diagram that will exhibit a few phenomenal formation of a phenomenon that is described above. Here you see the rough endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, plasma membrane, and cell wall. Here is the matrix polysaccharide. If you see down the diagram, a vesicle that forms the Golgi body, that vesicle from endoplasmic reticulum and their functioning. What are the patterns of cell expansion? How cell expand? Newly cell wall polymers are continuously synthesized and secreted at the same time. जो wall polymers हैं वो continuously synthesize and हो रहे हैं and secrete हो रहे हैं same time पे. Then the pre-existing wall is expanding, जिसके result में जो pre-existing wall है वो expand करती जा रही है. Wall expansion may be highly localized, it means it may be on tip growth or evenly distributed over the wall surface. That means it will kind of a diffuse growth. Tip growth is characteristic of root hairs and pollen tubes. Pollen tubes and root hairs actually possess the tip growth. It means they have a highly localized growth. Fibers, some scleroids and trichomes intermediate between diffuse growth and a tip growth. Here are a few forms that will explain you that randomly oriented cellulose microfibrils and transverse cellulose microfibrils. Okay, here are the diagrams that will elaborate you the few models. If we'll talk about LOS model, LOS model is actually explaining you about the cytoskeleton and their arrangement predictable way. In the predictable way means that it will say that according to cellular structures, trigger pressure increases until a critical threshold is reached, and as the result, the cell expands. While CWL model is cell wall loosening takes place. How cell wall loosening takes place? Drops in intracellular pressure, water enters passively, the cell expands by cell creep. Clear? Okay. What is acid growth? Plant cell growth dependent on the growth hormone auxin. Auxin activates a plasma membrane proton pump which acidifies the cell wall. Acidifies the cell wall means the proton content of cell wall increases. The lower pH in turn activates growth specific enzyme that hydrolyzes the bonds holding the cellulose. Breaking of these bonds result in the loosening of cell wall, causes uptake of water which leads to passive increase in cell size. Loosening of cell wall phenomena is exhibited in diagram. Look at the diagram where you have exhibited plant membrane and cell wall. Proton pump is present. Cytoplasm and cell wall is exhibited, and the proton content is shown, which causes the difference in pH, and pH difference causes the activation of hormone for the growth. Plasma membrane is actually the contact between cell and environment. It keeps the useful material inside and harmful stuff outside the cell. It will allow transport and communication in both directions. Plasma membrane has components. First is phospholipid bilayer, second is cholesterol, third is proteins, and fourth is glycocalyx. Polar head is present at the top, while non-polar tails are present in the middle. Phospholipid bilayer model is exhibited in the diagram. The plasma membrane cholesterol blocks some small molecules and adds fluidity. Here is the nucleosomic structures where we'll see that the packaging of DNA. First of all, we'll talk about the chromosome in its condensed form is exhibited. Protein scaffolding starts 30 nanometer diameter, and all these structures will lead into a complex structure in which a DNA is wrapped in histone proteins. If you like the lecture, then please like the video. Stay motivated. Allah Hafiz.